Hey guys, it's Jazzy. So today there's not gonna be a skit. We're gonna talk about something interesting instead. Okay, so bear with me and please watch to the end. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Am I in the video? No, Jacob, get out of here. Get out. Sorry guys. So today we're gonna talk about something interesting and significant in my opinion. So back in January of this year, literally, I think the biggest cyber cultural exchange event happened, which is about this platform, RedNote. I'm pretty sure you guys are using RedNote, right? If you don't know what that is, it's basically a Chinese social platform. A lot of Americans and people from some other countries were worried about the TikTok ban, so they decided to jump onto RedNote. They jumped from one Chinese app to another Chinese app, right? That was really cool. Finally, like the Chinese netizens a chance to directly communicate with foreigners. That was great. I mean, I don't think there was like a language barrier, right? When you type, because RedNote has a direct translating feature that works pretty precisely. That works pretty well. So yeah, I truly appreciate that. And on RedNote, there's like a chatting function, right, or a chatting room feature. What you do that is you enter a room, you enter to this room, you connect yourself to one of the chatting spots, then you start chatting with people around the world, right? Because there are a lot of international people on RedNote, so you can literally talk to people either from China, Middle East, Egypt, or South Africa. Like you could talk to everybody. That was great, right? Kind of like TikTok, I guess. The one thing though on RedNote, there were a lot of restrictions. There are a lot of words that you're not supposed to say. I don't even bother to name them. But if you have ever participated in one of those RedNote chatting rooms, you will know what I'm talking about, right? So here's the thing. I was talking to a lot of Americans back in those chat rooms, the RedNote chat rooms. One question I always got though was like, oh, how do Chinese people view Americans? How do you guys see us? Are we enemies? Do you guys see us as enemies? I would say no, right? Once again, I could only represent myself. Like, it's just based on my own opinion. And plus, I don't think I can be 100% subjective because I used to live in the US for quite a while. I used to live in California, yeah. So yeah, I can't be completely objective about that, right? But I can tell you how I feel about Americans, if that's interesting to you. But one thing I'm sure though, most of Chinese people still think that Americans are extremely rich, which is a pretty logical stereotype. If you think about it, who is the biggest economy in the world right now? The United States, right? Still. And who has the arguably the strongest military power? The US. So when a country is doing so well economically and militarily, then its citizens gotta be rich as well, right? Well, if you haven't been to the US, you would probably believe it. But for me, I have seen what was going on in the US. I've been living there for a while. I was talking to other American people, then I understand one thing. The whole globe is struggling. I'm not saying that we're in a living hell right now. I don't think it's that extreme just yet, but I wouldn't say that we're living in a good era. Probably not just yet. Maybe in a few years, who knows, right? Let's see how things turn out. Another thing I want to talk about that is Chinese people and the US and the American people we're not enemies, right? If anything, we could be competitors. We could even be rivals, right? But we're not enemies. We can compete against each other, but we're not trying to kill each other, because these two countries are still heavily relying on each other. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if you're a reasonable person, you would know what I'm talking about. But one thing though, I think the US and China has a common enemy who is an American. He has a big mouth and a pretty interesting skin color. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about, right? I don't know. I don't know how he's in that position once again. How? This is the second time. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Okay, I'm not a registered Democrat or whatever, right? I honestly, there are a lot of things about the liberals that I'm not a big fan of, to be honest with you. But with what this guy's doing, I don't know. I think he's just gonna fuck everybody up. Excuse my language. So yeah, we don't like him, right? Like the Chinese people, I don't think we like him. I mean, we like him when he's funny, but because he's like a joke to us. But we don't like his policies. We don't like his strategies, right? Because he's probably one of the main factors why the global economy is so jacked up right now. And we're not doing business. That's the thing. We can't do business together. When we're not trading, when we're not producing, when we're not selling and you're not buying, then you're breaking all the bridges. You're burning bridges. And who's gonna get damaged? Yourself, Americans. You guys already took the hit, right? Inflation's gonna hit you. Your companies are out of business because you don't know where to get your products from, right? You don't know where to build your factories anymore. At first you will say, oh, China, but now, you know what? China has a high tariff. Let's go to Southeast Asia, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, or even Thailand. But no, those countries are facing a high rate of tariff too. You might be like, oh, don't worry, we got one last one. We got one last hope. India, oop, nope. 50%, 50%. Can't deal with that, right? Then what are you gonna do? Are you gonna move the factories back to the US? Heck no. Your production cost is gonna be skyrocket high. So yeah, I'm not trying to give you a lecture on tariff or anything, but you should have like a basic knowledge on that, and you should have common sense. Apparently someone doesn't have it. I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna talk about it more. Alright, but today I'm just gonna tell you how we, you know, from certain aspects view Americans. Yeah, we're not enemies. And the other thing that is, we think Americans are having too much freedom. I can explain it in the next video, right? Having too much freedom sometimes might not be a good thing. We'll talk about it next time. So please subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you very much. That's gonna help me a bunch.